EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this would complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Fuller.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Toss play, Kamara. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
He's checking.
Second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. First and 10 at the 19. They'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Second and 9 now. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down, Rams.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They've come out throwing here on first down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. That's what you outlaw. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 90 is the mic. Crunch time, defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. X3, check, heads, yeah. Short.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Check 52.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Campbell making the catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Los Angeles.
90 is a mic. Eddie Weapon. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
90 is a mic. Watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And now look at him go. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Rams 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back. As the third quarter comes to an end.
38, Rams 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
59. Here we go, here we go.
Running with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go. It was a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Fuller. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
A huge play that time for the Rams. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
90 is the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's shut. Hey, let's get this. 36, 30, ready.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fuller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
90 is the mic. 90 is the mic. Right here, right here. 90 is the mic. Yeah. 90 is the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll drop the throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw.